Hey, it's James here from GoodGuitarist.com, and today I'm going to show you how to play Last Kiss. This is like a really old school tune, but we're going off of the Pearl Jam version. It goes a little something like this.
Oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. She's gone to heaven, so I gotta be good, so I can see my baby when I leave this world. We were out on a date in my daddy's car. We hadn't driven very far. There in the road, straight ahead, our car was stalled. The engine was dead. I couldn't stop, so I swerved to the right. I'll never forget the sound that night. The screaming dives, the busted glass, the painful scream that I heard last. Oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me.
And this song is great for beginners because it's the same chord progression over and over again. So it really takes that element of like what's coming next out of the equation. You can focus on the switching, on the strumming and all that stuff. And that's what we're going to focus on today. If you haven't grabbed your copy of my free ebook yet, I'm going to put a link to that in the corner and down below. It's completely free for all my subscribers. And if you enjoy learning guitar with me, please take a moment to subscribe, like the video. Either way, we're going to get started with the chord shapes. We have a G chord. And then we're going to go into an E minor chord. And I can leave my index finger down as I switch into E minor. So you see I have my G and I lift up everything but my index, and I kind of got to budge my index over a little bit so I can fit my middle finger in the fret, because if it's over the fret, the string's not going to work. Make sure you're curling your fingers. You might have to check out, make sure your shoulder's good, put your guitar neck up a little bit, to get everything feeling good. Then we're going to pivot into a C chord. And once again, we have our E minor shape. We're going to leave our middle finger down this time and pivot into C. And when we go from E minor to C, something that I see a lot of people don't really talk about is take a look at my palm here. When I'm playing an E minor chord, my palm is kind of like that. And when I'm playing C, it's like that. So my elbow has to come in, and that gives you the support structure, especially for C, because this is probably the trickiest of the basic chord shapes, to make it ring out nice and clean. You really got to arch those fingers, get your thumb in a good spot. I have a ton of lessons covering proper technique, as well as in that free ebook I mentioned. I'll put links to stuff below if you're interested. Either way, we have our E minor chord. We pivot into that C chord. And then we're going to go into our D shape. And going from C to D, pay attention to your ring and middle. You can kind of just drag them to the edge of the fretboard, and that's 2/3 of your D chord. Add your index, you're good to go. That's one that you might have to work on. I would do the chord switching game, going 1, 2, switch, switch, 1, 2, switch, back. That way you're counting, you're infusing rhythm into your chord practice. It gives you a little bit of a time limit. It's just a great strategy if you are having trouble with those chord switches. Anyways, from our D chord, we pivot off our ring finger this time back into G. So all in all, G, pivot off of your index into E minor, off of your middle into C, drag those fingers to the edge, finish your D chord, pivot off your ring finger back to G. And those little shortcuts can just shave off milliseconds from your chord switching and improve your timing and just make you sound a lot more musical. So I do encourage you to take some time getting those switches perfect. Like I said, I go over this in links below, all that stuff. Anyways, I'm going to write out the chords right here. So we do that progression, G, E minor, C, D, the classic doo-wop progression, 2 times. And then we play our G chord for 2 measures, kind of just to like cool off at the end of each section. And before we add any strumming to it, let's just practice playing downstrokes only, counting to 4 on each chord shape. 76 beats per minute. Metronome's going to keep us slow and steady. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, And if you're having trouble with that, we can reduce the amount of times we strum each chord for. So we could just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You know, and that gives you, you're strumming on beat 1, but then you have beats 2, 3, and 4 to switch. You have so much time to switch. Then you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, strum on 1 and 2, switch on 3 and 4, or even 1, 2, 3, switch, 1, 2, 3, switch. You know, little strategies like that will help you build up into the final product, rather than just trying and being like, oh, it's not sounding super good. Maybe if I just keep practicing the same way, it'll work out. No, it's important to really break things down and take the time. You know, that's how you can teach yourself guitar online with somebody like me on YouTube, right? Anyways, our chord hand is trained up. Now it's time to take a look at that strumming pattern. We're going to use the most common strumming pattern ever. I'm just going to mute the strings because my fingers are kind of tired of pressing the same chords over and over. And we're going to go 1. So that is down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. With the counting, super slow. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You can see it right here. The most important element is to count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Downstrokes on the numbers, upstrokes on the ands. You can even practice going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, and just doing it over and over again for like a few minutes, you know, just counting and strumming down with the numbers, up with the ands. And then we can, you know, start fleshing out our strumming pattern. The first half, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, down, up, 3, 4. That's how I would practice it. I would go down, down, up, 3, 4, down, down, up, 3, 4. Counting out loud exactly like I did. And then our second half, we begin by counting 1, 2, and then on beat 3, we're going to say miss as we miss the strings. 1, 2, miss, up, down, up. 1, 2, miss, up, down, up. And notice when I say 1, 2, I'm still moving my hand as if I'm strumming. I'm kind of like strumming above the guitar, but I really want to keep my arm going. Like when you're in a professional music situation and you see like a really good drummer. I was playing with a drummer who's played with a lot of people like Tegan and Sarah and like a lot of, you know, big acts. And he's about to play and he just goes like, and then he starts playing. Like he just does like one little air hit just to kind of like get his arms in time with his brain and, you know, just make everything kind of line up. And I've seen so many musicians do that, right? So we're going to go 1, 2, miss, up, down, up, just to get our bodies in time with everything. And then we can put it all together. We can go down, down, up, miss, up, down, up, down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. If you're having trouble with this, it's in my free ebook. I also have a course, Learn Guitar Once and For All, designed to take you from absolute beginner to confident strummer. The course is just infused with tons of rhythm exercises and tons of realistic, real-world stuff that's going to actually make you better, you know, and develop that internal rhythm so that you can feel the rhythm, because you have to do that first before you can let it out on guitar, you know. So I'll put a link to that if you're interested. Either way, we have our chord hand trained up. We got our rhythm arm trained up. We're going to put them together. When we do that, I'll put up the chords here. We're going to play the strumming pattern one time for every one of those chord symbols, and it's that straightforward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where, oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. She's gone to heaven, so I gotta be good, so I can be my baby when I leave this world. 1, Don't forget to grab your copy of my free ebook. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy learning guitar with me. And if you want to go from absolute beginner to confident strummer, please check out my course, Learn Guitar Once and For All. I'll put a link in the corner and down below for that. Have a fun time practicing, and I'll see you soon.